Hello YouTube, it's Rob, Maxwells Grass Cutting Services based in the northeast. Hope everybody's well and having a great day. It's a beautiful day in the northeast. We've had some great weather. February is looking quite promising and the phone's ringing, so morale's through the roof. But today's video, the Weibang 486 Scarifier. Was it a good buy? Have I made money? Have I lost money? What's the plan? Well, I bought it just before the start of last season, and naively I thought I put one advert out, two adverts, and the forward ring, and at the beginning of March I'd do all the scarifying, and that would take me going until probably the third week in March, and then the grass cutting season, and I'd get the odd job, and then the end of the season the phone would ring, and I'd get autumn scarifying jobs to lengthen the season. And I invested what, 1,200 quid on that machine, so it wasn't cheap. Did that happen? No, it didn't. No, it went out half a dozen times, and to be honest, I didn't make money on it. I undersold the job, and I should have learned, because one of the first jobs I did, I put a video up. I'll stick a link in the description, and it took a long time. Scarifying's hard graft, and the amount of waste that comes off the lawn is just horrendous. So you need to charge, and I wasn't, and to be honest, it knocked me panning a little bit, and I stuck it in the garage, and it's been a bit of an ornament. And there were times when I got calls during last season, are you able to scarify the lawn? And I knocked them back because I was chock-a-block with regular garden maintenance and other work, which was naive really. So during this period of rest, we'll call it January, February, I've come up with a plan. And my plan is, I've been putting, if you check my Facebook page out, Maxwells Grass Cutting Services, I'm putting adverts out, and it's going to be every week during February. I'm putting a advert out for scarification work, starting in March, weather permitting, and I'm giving you 20% discount. Now, I'm not doing it for cheap. My pricing structure is whatever a lawn, say if a lawn is, for argument's sake, 150 square meters front and back, and it's 30 quid to mow, trim, blow, second cut, and away you go. Well, for me, it's got to be 3.5x the price of a cut plus waste. And I've had a couple of quotes already, and I've priced it up what I thought was a bit high, but it's not, because I was reading my comments from my last video I did on scarification, and some people are doing 5 and 6x, especially on the big lawns, and you've got to. The graft it's hard graft. So I've got a couple of jobs booked in March, beginning of March, weather permitting, and my aim is to try and get a fortnight, beginning of March, of scarification work and garden tidy ups. I've also been putting some adverts out on for that, and the phone's ringing. People, because the sun's shining, the temperature's gone above 10 degrees, people want you there. And I've got a couple of quite large garden tidy up booked in, and I've got a few more quotes to do. And what are we now? We're not even the first week in February finalized. So I've got 3 weeks left in February of marketing and advertising, and hopefully I can fill the books of the scarifying in March. And if you fill your books, you march through to the end of October. What's that? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. That's 8 months. 8 months of graft. So my aim is, get the market. You know, I talk about how to marketing your business and how to get more work on this channel. And I thought, Rob, you've got to put your bloody mouth where you, what's the saying? Dead easy when you're not on live on video, but you've got to eat your own words. You've got to do as you say, and that's what I've done. I've been putting out weekly posts. Check it out, and the phone's ringing. So the scarifying I will be putting out once a week during the month of February on 5 local Facebook groups, the scarification service, beginning March, and hopefully I can fill them 2 weeks, the beginning of March, and then we go into the grass cutting season and the garden maintenance, etc. But the phone is ringing, and I'm almost fully booked. And most of my customers, I say most of them, all of my customers have come back to me and said, yeah, they're happy to run with this season, which is lovely. One isn't, but she's moving, and that's good. She's been a lovely customer. but she's moving, so I am going to take care of her garden until she moves. We've had a chat, and then when she's a big old property, so you don't want to let it go to rack and ruin and let the lawn go to a foot tall, do you? That's not in the spirit of things. So, you know, life's good. However, I've took on a few more customers, which are not just mow, blow and goes, they're garden maintenance, because that's what I'm trying to edge into. But today's video is about the Scarifier. I did 6 jobs last year. I was checking my books, and it wasn't enough, and it's been sat in the garden. It's been an ornament, and I don't want to, you know, pay for ornaments. So I'm doing this marketing campaign to try and get 10 jobs booked in for March, and then I'm going to continue once every 4 weeks, do an advert on the local Facebook group page all the way through the season. And I'm going to, if I get any scarifying jobs through the season, and I know you do lighter scarifying during the summer, and you've got to tell the customer, make sure you put water on, etc, etc. I'm going to do them. I'm going to squeeze them in, and I want to build up sort of a sea of customers for scarification. And also, when you're doing it, you know, people like to see what you've done. Neighbours talk, the lawns look beautiful, all the moss and thatch comes off, and it spirals, doesn't it? And it snowballs. So that's what I want, because what I don't want is that sat in the garage just gathering dust. You know, I spent 1,200 quid. It's a beautiful machine. It's got a 46 centimetre width cut. It is a bit of a monster, but it's beautiful to use, and it performs outstandingly. So I'm really pleased I bought it, but I don't want to you know, not use it and not get value for money for it. We're now February, well, first week in February, right? If we go to the first week in February 2024, and I say to myself, you know what, it's not earned its money again, and it's sat in the garage gathering dust, I'll sell it. I'm going to give it a year. I'm going to give it a year. Now, people say that scarifying jobs come in at the end of the season. In my humble opinion, you've got to be a die-hard lawn care enthusiast to spend money on scarification at the end of the season before the winter comes in. I find most people are happy. They've spent the money on the garden. They're happy just to sort of put it to bed until the spring. So spring is the time to start earning money on scarification, and then if you can trickle feed it all the way through the season, start bringing the odd job in. My aim is 15 jobs during 2023, and the jobs aren't cheap. You know, you don't get your Scarifier. Like, I've just priced a job up, and it's 400 square meters, and it's a front garden and a back garden, and let's just say it's over 100 and under 200, just somewhere in the middle, right? And that's including waste. Now, they were happy with it, and I've explained what you've got to do. You've got to mow the lawn, you've got to trim the lawn, you've got to blow the lawn, then you scarify the lawn, then you rake all the waste up, then you scarify again on a different setting, then you rake all the waste up, and then you mow the lawn again, vacuuming as much waste as you can. And if need be, you do a third pass. Now, that's labour intensive, and you can get up to 5 or 6 ton bags of thatch and moss, which needs to be taken to the tip. So you need to charge, you know. And my subscribers told me last time, Rob, you'll get sick as a chip if you're doing that all day for double what you would charge to mow it. And they were so right. I can't remember who said that, but thank you. So the scarifying, that's the plan. The plan is a massive marketing campaign. Get out there, get the job done, and make that machine earn some coin. Because at the minute, it's not. I've got no regrets buying it, but it's on probation. It's on probation for the next 12 months. And if it doesn't earn its keep, it's gone. It'll be on Facebook Marketplace, and I'll be looking to sort of invest it in something else which can make money. But as I said, also got a good couple of garden tidy ups booked in. And big gardens. I wouldn't have been able to take them on by myself, so I've got myself a member of staff. I say that tongue-in-cheek, not a member of staff and not a business partner, but there's a local chap who's started his own gardening business. I knew him before he did that. He's a lovely fella, and I won't say his name yet because he said he's a bit shy about coming on Facebook, but sorry, on YouTube. But a few of the subscribers who are got beady eyes say, Rob, I did a couple of videos when he's been with me, and they said, you've got a cameraman now, have you? Well, I hadn't. It was It was my pal who was helping us. He was holding the camera. So all you people, you must be nightmare to watch detective programs with or crime thrillers with, because you work that out in a heartbeat. But what that does is, working with somebody else, it allows me to take the big ticket jobs on. There's so many big garden tidies ups and hedges I've knocked back over the last few years, because I can't do that by myself. It's just too much. And employing somebody is a nightmare. I wouldn't even go down there. But working with another gardener, somebody you trust, and then they just say, Rob, I want a day rate. So you give them, you know what that day rate is, and then you price the job up for your day rate, their day rate, waste 10% profit for the company, and in you go. And it's worked well thus far. But that's another video, and I'll talk about that in the future. But my aim is to get loads of footage coming up. The garden season's just around the corner, and I know you're getting fed up of just listening to my dulcet tones talking in the van. So I will get some footage. I'm going to, I've got my GoPro all cleaned and all charged up, ready to go. And I'm a bit more enthusiastic now than I have been for making videos. And I'm going to try my best to get some great footage this year of working in gardens in the northeast of England. You'll still get the van chats, listen to my dulcet tones telling you what I think's right and what I think's wrong. But that's it for today. So the Weibang, was it a mistake? No, but it could have been. But it could have been because of my fault, because I didn't put the work into the marketing. And I've said it to you, haven't I, before? Cutting grass, being a good gardener, that's only 50% of the success of being able to run a business. You need to get your marketing right. And I've got to do as I say, not just do as I do, not just as I say. And I've started to do that. Have a look at my Facebook page, and the phone's ringing. I'm getting jobs booked in for February, jobs booked in for March. I'm full for the garden maintenance season now. I could probably squeeze in one or two. Do you do that as well? You think there's enough? You think, no, I could squeeze in one or two, and we'll see how we go. But I'm looking forward to the season, and I'm looking forward to getting some great content. Thanks very much for subscribing. Thanks for everybody who subscribes and press the like button. It helps me grow the channel. Thank you. I don't ask very often, but I'm asking today. Press that like button and leave a comment. What do you think? Is scarification, is it a profitable side of the business, or is it a duff deal? Do I get rid of the machine? What do you think? Let me know. But thanks very much for watching. I'm just off to Sainsbury's to get some fuel. Got a big garden tidy up tomorrow. I need to top up the 3 fuel tanks and just get myself ready for that. It's a big day tomorrow. I'll have a sore back tomorrow night, that's for sure. Anyway, thanks for watching. All the best. Remember, when the green goes growing, keep mowing. See you soon.